Hello and welcome to the PanelCast, everybody. I'm your host, Freddie, with my buddy here, AJ.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing, AJ?
I'm cold.
You're cold.
Yeah, I have the air conditioning right on my face, so I'm
You
cold.
know that's fair. Dude, I could have the air conditioning on and I'll still be hot.
Yeah, yeah. I love the cold though. It's great, so I'm enjoying it. Plus, I have my Houses and Humans shirt, so I find it's very awesome, and I'm very nipply under the cold, so it feels great
You know what?
against
That's
the heat.
fair. We got to play a game of Houses and Humans. A lot better than Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, indeed, we
A
have
lot
to
more
play,
fighting, too.
and a lot less dying, which is weird.
Right? Well, welcome, everybody. This is episode 303, and today we're going to be reviewing Jellystone. We also have a few trailers along the way, along with the AEW Match of the week. Why did I stumble over my words like that?
Blah 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 blah.
Yes, blah 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 blah.
We got to
Now,
start doing the Charlie Brown talk. Like, wah, 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 wah,
yeah,
wah, wah,
that's
wah,
the
wah, wah.
same thing. We'll have a whole episode like that,
Right. And just have subtitles. Nobody will get sick of that. We swear.
right? So yeah, we're going to be talking about Jellystone. So let's start off with that.
Awesome. I've
Hey,
got the trailer here. Want me to load it up for you?
yes, please.
And away we go.
There is a place, a magical place, a place where nothing strange ever happens. Okay, well, it's still a place.
I'm so glad you guys wanted to hang out. I'm so excited.
Welcome to Jellystone, a town chock full of characters trying to live,
I've learned the ways of the grocery store, and I am now more powerful than you could ever imagine.
work,
We're doctors, and we're about to do doctor-type things. Aha,
and play together. Join Yogi,
Suit up!
Cindy,
I'm administering a sedative.
and Boo Boo
I'm being sued for malpractice.
in the new series Jell.
Howdy there.
Also, Huckleberry Hound in the new series Jell.
I'm Daverjaw.
And also Jabberjaw in the new series
Hey!
and Topcat, and Snagglepuss, Elkabong, Wally Gator, Augie Doggy, Doggy Daddy, the Banana Splits,
Cool.
Johnny Quest, Haji, Shagrug, Captain Caveman, and man, there's a lot. In the new series Jellystone, streaming July 29th on HBO Max.
According to my calculations, this should be fun.
I see you
And
approve of the trailer I found.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man, what can I say about Jellystone? But the fact that there are so many characters that a lot of us, my age, grew up with, but we were at toward like the butt end of it. But it was nice seeing a lot of those characters.
You say people your age. You don't mention my age. We grew up.
Fair.
I grew up with
People your
those
age also
stories.
grew up on those characters, but you guys were more
I grew
into it
up in
than we
the
were.
midst of those characters, every day. But
Yeah, it's funny. There were so many characters that I recognized but could not remember the name of for like the longest time. But
well,
how
what's
many
the
of those
show
shows did
about?
you get?
What's the show actually about?
So it varies. It's kind of like a syndication show, and there's no full continuation with a lot of it, but it just has wacky adventures of all the Hanna-Barbera characters. Uh, while it does star, Yogi, Cindy, and Boo Boo, they do focus on some of the other characters as well, where they have their own storylines. So you'll have like Augie Doggy and Augie Doggy Daddy having their own adventures. You have a bunch of the kids have their own adventures. And it varies from episode to episode and season to season.
Are these adventures more childlike? Is the story more childlike? Is it teen-like? Because it seems
See,
to have some adult jokes
it
in there
has
in the trailer.
it has a lot of mixed themes. You have kid humor, you have adult humor. There's poop jokes in it. It's like, oh my god, they did not do this on the original cartoons that we grew up watching these. So it made the show more enjoyable. I mean, I didn't know what I was going into. I thought it was just going to be normal, kid cartoon. But the more I watch, the more you're like, oh, these aren't even subtle adult jokes. These are just jokes, and they're either going to land to the kids or land to the adults. So it was amazing to watch. Um, One of the things that caught my attention was I watched it on TikTok. There was an episode where it was all of Hanna-Barbera characters uh, talking and interacting with a lot of the Cartoon Network characters, like Dexter, the Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, and that really caught my attention. I didn't know if it was going to be one of those one-off episodes or if it was going to be, throughout the show. Regardless, I ended up watching the whole thing. Took me about a week. There's 3 seasons, which the first 2 being kind of short comparative to episode or season 3, not episode. The first season had 21, the second had 19, and season 3 had 27 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes.
It was. It felt like it was taking forever. You mentioned earlier off camera, 4 seasons. Yeah, they probably could have technically had it as 4 seasons and split the last one, but no, they kept it as one full third season. I don't know if it's going to continue on after that. I haven't seen any information, but if it does, I would definitely approve of watching more of it. Um, One of the cool things about the show, depending on who you talk to and who you ask, they did change some of the genders of some of the characters. Originally, Augie Doggy was a little boy. In this show, they're a girl. Because if you remember a lot of these cartoons, there wasn't really much diversity in the male to female cast. Um, Top Cat, same thing. I think 2 of the cats ended up going from male to female. Can't remember the names. I think Brainy was one of them, and then the pink one was with the other one. Uh, Another random one was Jabberjaw. For those who don't recognize Jabberjaw, they were the shark. Just in case you forget, I forgot they were on the screen. Um, but actually, that's explained in the show later on, so I'll leave it at that. But having a gender swap didn't really bother me. It was actually nice seeing the gender differences and just having diversity in the show. Uh, some of the characters mostly acted like their original counterparts, but some of them were actually given different personalities as well. So Yogi, Boo Boo, and Cindy are all doctors in the show, so they're always the go-to whenever somebody needs some medical help. But ooh, are they competent? Are they good? Are they life-saving? Watch and find out. Because it is a trip.
Well, okay then. 3 seasons. It's on HBO Max, right?
Correct.
Who ended up being like your favorite character?
Oh man, that's kind of hard because of the fact that there's so many. But Jabberjaw's one of them. Let's see, Cindy as well, because she's not only a doctor, but she's also on the verge of being a mad scientist. Because that is one of the things she also does. She ends up making inventions to, help Jellystone with their troubles, but it ended up just crossing the line into the mad scientist trope. So it is hilarious seeing her being this sweet, loving girlfriend to, oh no, is she going to destroy the town? Um, and in the show, there's actually, with the way they show it, it's like 2 islands, but it's really just there to emphasize it. You have uh, half the quote unquote island being Jellystone, while the other area is called New Bedrock, based off of bedrock from the Flintstones. Um, In Jellystone, the mayor there is Huckleberry Hound, where in New Bedrock is Dick Dastardly and his crew. So for those who remember Dick Dastardly, he was
And Nutley.
what was he originally from? Because I always remember him from Wacky Races more than anything.
Uh, I remember him from, yeah.
I know he had his own like series where he was like in like planes as well with a crew, but I don't remember exactly where like he started off at.
I want to say like Blue Falcon, but it wasn't Blue Falcon. It was something else.
Yeah, no, that was like different animation altogether.
If you're in the chat right now and you know where Dick Dastardly originally came from, please give us a clue. I'm not going to Google it right now, but you guys can.
Right.
Help us out.
But yeah, he is the mayor of the other town. So I kind of wish they did have him more or there more often. That would have been cool. So if they do have another season, have them fight more often. I feel like there could have been more for that myself.
Well, all right then. 3 seasons, like you said, it's on HBO Max. People should go check it out. Something different. It's different than what you're used to, right?
Yeah.
What you grew up with is not your daddy's Hanna-Barbera.
Yep. I'll still watch both versions and enjoy them.
Cool. I wanted to bring up a point of conversation.
Oh, tell me more.
Yes. I we were talking about other geek stuff that we've been doing for the past couple days, week or so. I've also been coming across some different books and reading different series. And one of the books that I've been wanting to get back into, and I thought I'd maybe talk about it while I was here on the show, is this book here, Old Man's War by John Scalzi. Have you ever read it, Freddie?
Nope. I've only ever
And
read a handful of books in my life, and I think I can count them on both hands.
This book is really awesome. It's set in the future, and what happens is this alien race is coming to attack us, or not attack us, is attacking out in the galaxy somewhere. Another alien race comes out to Earth and tells us about it, warns us about it, and makes an offer. Says, you can come and help us fight in this war, but we need all of your humans over the age of 75. All of your geriatric oxygenarians need to come up with us. And those are the only ones allowed to fight. So the humans are like, yeah, take the old people, And so the old people, they get transported up into the aliens' ship, and they're given super soldier bodies like Captain America. But
Nice.
alien, more like Navi, and then they're sent off to fight in these wars. And that's the book. And it's a really great book, and it turns into like this very long book series that ends up being a little bit more convoluted down the line as they go from planet to planet, and then you get into politics. It ends up being a little bit like Ender's Game toward the end, not Ender's Game itself, but the series of Ender. And it gets a little convoluted at the end. But for this opening book, it's awesome, and I really love it. It came out in 2005, and I think everybody should give it a try. If you haven't already, Old Man's War by John Scalzi. Yeah, I vote that they make a series out of this, TV series or otherwise. It's kind of Avatar, but good.
Ouch.
So yeah, that's all I had to bring up.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about some book to movies. I feel like they should be more TV shows because of how long books tend to be. While yes, like reading does take a while, it can make sense as a movie, but some of these feel like they should be TV series.
Yeah. And Scalzi, he's a great author too. He does all kinds of other books, and he also did Red Shirts, which I know Richard was a big fan of, the book and the movie. So if you saw that movie, Red Shirts, not just Red Shirts, but what was the other one he liked? I'm Will Shatner, bitch. But he wrote that one too.
So the red shirts were from Star Trek, not the red coats. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain went that way. Like,
John Scalzi writes for Geeks, and you should read his stuff. It's really good.
will do. But yeah, as soon as you said Shatner, I'm like, oh, the actual red shirts from Star Trek. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so we have trailers next.
What do we got
See?
for today?
Well, there is another show coming out by the Duper Brothers. The Duper Brothers, you may know from Stranger Things. They created Stranger Things and produced all the Stranger Things stuff. Well, they made a new show. It's coming out on Netflix. It's called The Boroughs, and basically, it's well, I'll let you watch the trailer so you can find out for yourself. Here we go.
Welcome to the Boroughs, where you'll have the time of your life.
Hippie.
Why is everyone so old?
Because, honey, this is a special town just for grown-ups.
Mr. Cooper, you'll find the Boroughs is not a last chapter. It's a new beginning. Wait! Mr. Cooper?
The Boroughs is a good place. We take care of each other like a family.
Attaboy, Sam.
Who are these people?
Don't let me hear you say life's taking you nowhere.
Everybody's trying to figure out what to do with the time you got left.
Look at that sky, life's begun.
I want to fill it with nothing but cocktails and chaos.
For the shadows.
Since I moved to the Boroughs, I started to see things.
Run for the shadows in these golden years.
Impossible things. I know how it sounds.
Like you've lost your mind.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It's here.
What's it doing?
It's looking at us. Oh my God.
There are wonders in the Boroughs. Tucked away, hidden, buried.
Anyone who knows the truth is in danger.
We got two choices. We can give up, or we can go all the way. In the Boroughs, death is the real monster.
That's what I thought once. But the truth is, people come here to live.
I promise you'll have the time of your life.
How old is that pepper spray, Judy?
It's expired 2002. Shit.
So there you have it, The Boroughs. It's Stranger Things meets Cocoon.
That looks interesting. I mean, I was getting caught into it the more I watched.
You were getting drawn in?
Yeah.
Were you already there, even though it was just the trailer?
Yeah. I was like,
awesome.
Huh, interesting. Oh my God, what?
Well, that makes for a good trailer, and so hopefully it'll make for a good show too. So
yeah, a lot of people are getting better with their trailers as they're hooking me a lot more.
And you know, I'm a big time. The Duper Brothers did a great job on Stranger Things. We all got hooked in. Maybe it went a season too long. Personally, I think it maybe did, but it was never boring. It was always good. It always kept you entertained, and it was always interesting. And so maybe they're gonna hit the nail on the head with this one as well. Going the opposite way. Instead of watching the youth, we got to watch the elderly. My only concern is that when you go with the elderly, like you did with the youth. The youth would grow out of the roles. The elderly, they are gonna grow old as well, and we may lose a few or have a few get to a point where they can't act anymore, and then it's so hopefully the show stays within a great timeline and its own constraints as far as seasons go, to where we can still maintain great characters and great performances coming from these actors while we still can. Is
Exactly.
the point I'm trying to make, without making them sound like get your old asses in the studio before you die.
Oh, man, who we are.
Is what I'm trying to say, but polite.
Exactly. Like, man, this show is good. Make sure they don't die.
Right. Don't die.
We don't want no AI slop. We want them just in the casket, just keep going, keep going.
Right. Zoom it in. Just do zoom. So for the next trailer is something I think we're all excited for. That's why everybody left and is no longer watching the show. This is the new Evil Dead Burn trailer.
Alice? What's wrong? What happened?
We found you.
William, my sweet boy. I would give anything for us to be together again.
Our grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
Cool down. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers to your perfect family.
Don't know if you saw my face on that, but holy crap.
If you're paying attention, Freddie and I made the same face at the same time. We were both like, oh.
That caught me off guard.
So that was Evil Dead Burn. Freddie? Thoughts?
Ooh. Well, these kids and their newfangled new piercing going through their skull out their mouth. I don't think that should work. But man, this trailer is just catching my eye. It looks amazing. It definitely makes me want to watch this. I still got to watch the other Evil Deads, and now I need to so I can catch up on this or for this.
Yes, please. If you haven't watched any of the Evil Deads, Freddie, shame on you. In fact, that is your new homework. Okay, for the next month, every episode you get to check in on a new Evil Dead movie that you watched that week.
Well, I've seen the movies. It's just the new what the new ones movies or shows? I know I've seen the original 3 Evil Deads.
Okay.
It's just the shows. I think I haven't watched.
So you got, watch the shows, and then there's the new Evil Dead that just came out recently,
Yeah, so I definitely got to catch up on that.
and then a remake that came out too.
That's right.
And that remake was amazing. I love that remake.
Yeah, I was supposed to watch it, didn't have the time, and then completely forgot about it. Yeah, fair. But
Yeah, there you go, Josh.
it's still, maybe they'll catch it with something else. Maybe that's just the minor stuff.
You don't know how many fingers they're going to lose in that movie, Josh. Okay, it's Evil Dead.
That's just a small fraction.
Right?
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to watch this one. It is really interesting.
Yeah, and I love the Raimi cam. I love every aspect of it. Like, I'm just excited for it. So, all right. Well, up comes our next segment, which is the AEW Match of the Week. Woo! Woo! Every week, it's getting harder and harder to pick out which match I want to watch or want to focus on here, because every week it's getting harder and harder to decide which matches are worth the focus. All the matches are good. All the matches that I'm seeing, I'm just amazed by and entertained.
And when they're all good, you're like, you don't want to put them all on different pedestals because it's just so amazing.
Right, and it's hard to focus on all of them. There was even a show I was going to bring in, GCW, a show that had come out this week. A match there. I saw Speedball Mike Bailey versus Amazing Red, which was a phenomenal match. Oh my God, it was great. But it was on the indies, and so I don't have, and since we don't do GCW match of the week, we're doing the AEW match of the week. But I'm telling you, if you have a chance, go look up right now on YouTube, Speedball Mike Bailey versus the Amazing Red. The match just happened this past weekend. It's fantastic. So instead, I decided to pick out a match where a lot of haters are hating on the champion right now. In AEW, it's Darby Allin. And everybody's hating on him because he's a thin wrestler. He's a small wrestler. They call him the stunt man. That he shouldn't be up there. Wrestlers should be bigger breed and whatnot. And except for the one match I had talked about a few weeks ago, his match with Brody King, which I did not like. I respect it. I just did not like it. He's been killing it lately in the ring. And I wanted to focus on this match, especially because it's just a great match. And there's a great highlight reel in it too. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at it? Here we are, Darby Allin versus Kevin the Jet Knight.
Kevin Knight, Hurricanrana. What a vertical leap by Knight, and then the drop kick to the head. Darby set to the outside. Is this AEW World Championship title match continues? Don't go anywhere. Momentum, tope, suicida. I think Knight, his head may have struck the desk. That's Kevin Knight up the hook. Oh, Darby Allin crashes to the floor, and we could feel the impact through our feet.
And that was nasty. Kevin Knight's got some bad intentions right here.
Kevin Knight.
The Jet, and they're loving it here in Charleston. He needs to win a title, not do this.
Kevin Knight!
Talked about him. We know he was sore coming in. He had to be. Third title match in 3 weeks.
Off and drop. Oh, the knees were there for Kevin Knight.
But the injured knee.
This is how Kevin Knight sent Darby Allin to the hospital. The coast-to-coast drop kick.
Coast-to-coast Jones. Darby, you got to get out of the way, but
he's trying. Kevin Knight connects. We've got a new champ. Kevin Knight pulls Darby to center.
He wants that UFO.
Knight wants to make it a certainty. To the top.
He hits it.
Kevin Knight, the UFO UFO splash. We're going to get a new champ if he can top him.
The knee, though.
Knight covers. That's two champions. No, Darby. With Kevin Knight perched on that top. Darby, the coffin drop.
Oh, he's going to do it again.
You're not kidding. Darby's not done yet. Coffin drop. 1, 2, 3.
There you have it. That was the highlights from the Darby Allin Kevin Knight match. Fantastic match. Just hands down great match. What'd you think, Freddie?
Dude, that was just nonstop action. Just, man, I love the coast to coast type of stuff, man, and all the high fly moves. It's like,
you can say shit on the show. It's okay, Freddie.
Oh, I know, but my brain doesn't want to say it. It's like, come on, say it. But now, seeing all that was like, that was enjoyable. I definitely want to watch that whole match.
Yeah, and like I said, that the whole show, we got lucky last night because it was a 3-hour show. So it was just 3 hours of just great wrestling and great show and great stories, and so I was enjoying all of it. So yeah. So well, that about wraps up our show. Freddie, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
So far, no. I think I'm overclocked with all this information. I'm just wanted to like start watching some of these shows, continue on, watch that wrestling match. Like, ooh, so much to do, so little time.
Well, what you do is you get disabled and then you retire and then you have all this time like I do. You know, it's the trick.
Yeah, well, they're not dropping anything on me at work yet, so I can't get disability yet from injury.
Well, I'll cough and drop you, and we'll see how that works.
Right.
And by that I mean we'll both be in a coffin after I'm done dropping on you. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We know you have a choice on Thursday night to watch all kinds of other podcasts and shows and TVs and wrestling and all wonderful stuff, but you choose to spend it with us. And for that, we're very grateful for. Please like, share, and subscribe our show. Comment in the comment section if you'd like for us to have anything to say to you, or answer questions, ask questions. We can have conversations one way or another with you. Find us on all the social media networks. We are all over the place all the time. Please help us. Please visit our Patreon if you'd like. Just $2 a month will get you some awesome photos and artwork and images from all of our great artists here on Forbidden Panel. But until next week, we will catch you guys all later. Good night, Freddie.